don't know if you will think of this as good news or bad news, to be honest. I consider it to be good news. I really do. We will never completely arrive on this side of eternity. What I mean by that, for example, we'll never completely plumb the depths of scriptures. There's always more we can learn in life. There's always room for us to grow in this life. It's very helpful. You know, we could even use the word effective. It's effective in terms of life for us to be humble and to recognize this truth. Are you willing to admit that you don't know? There's just a whole lot of things. Maybe even areas where you have some expertise, but there's just things you don't know. Are you willing to still learn? I read a statement by Billy Graham a few years ago. I read this, and he said this in the later years of his life. As you know, he lived to a very old age, and he was asked, if you could do it all over again, would you do anything differently? You know, he had an amazing life. Would you do anything differently? And his response, this isn't an exact quote, I'm sort of recalling this from memory, but his response was something like this: I would travel a little less. I would take on a few less speaking engagements, and I would study a little bit more. Now, he's not saying he would have done no speaking engagements or traveling or rallies. He's saying he would have done a few less so that he would have time to study a little bit more. I think that's just a very telling and very interesting observation from a man of his tremendous influence. More time learning. More time learning. You know, even if we have studied a lot, maybe that's true of some, maybe we've learned a lot in life. We've lived some life and we've learned a lot. It might even be fair to say of some of us that we have developed some wisdom in this life. It would still be good and right and helpful for us. Even those of us who are wise and learned, it would still be helpful for us to be willing to be students.